to get this little thing up, this little menu bar. Just hold down the select button on your remote and then click main menu, and then that'll bring you to that. If you're in a brand new version, this is what you're going to see. We're going to click on the settings gear, and we're going to not go there, general, and we're going to go to playlist where it says URL or file path, and we're going to type in the following address. For those who hate watching me type, just fast forward for a minute. I do this for those who are doing it along with me. http:// That's probably what gets annoying, watching me make errors. :// API dot Vader's. Oh, where'd my mic sound go? Sorry about that. Dot Vader's VADERS .tv / vget VGET question mark username equals and I did create a trial account just for this video. So for those who see this and are going to try to use this, don't bother. I'll have it disabled before the video's even up. Feel free to try, but it's not going to work. And that username was perfplayer, for short for perfect, PERF, perfplay. And this is where you put your actual username. For those who didn't catch that, username equals your username. And then we're going to put in the ampersand, the little and thing. Password equals I would love if NVIDIA Shield would get a keyboard that wraps around, you know, where it goes here and then it goes back to the other side. It's so annoying that they don't have that. And password equals, what did I do? I don't even remember. Okay. Q1, W2, E3. And then that's it. I hit the back arrow so I can scroll down. You do not check VOD. And I'm just going to name this Vader. Hit the back arrow again, and I'm going to go down and click on OK. For the EPG, the link is still the same, and that is http:// vaders.tv / let's see if I remember this off the top of my head. I think I do. I think it is p2.xml .gz. We're going to go down, 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 click OK again. And from here, there's really not anything else you need to change in this particular menu. There are a couple things I'll recommend. In the user interface, you can change like the color and the size of the font. If you want to enable a pin code, you can do that. One thing that I've learned that reduces the crashes of Perfect Player is showing channels groups as folders. By enabling that, it kind of, instead of having to go side to side to get to your categories, they're going to be listed in the first section, top to bottom. So I just find it easier. A lot of the crashes I ever had were always going left to right, and that was with every service. So that was definitely a Perfect Player issue. Playback, you don't really need to change anything, but if you do have trouble, it doesn't hurt to toggle with your software. I usually just go with HW+. You don't really need to change your buffer size or anything like that. And that's really it. That's all we got to do. So we just back out again. I'm about to show you an important step that people miss all the time. I don't know if they're already sucked into what's on the screen. So I'm just going to show you. Hold down the select button and click Show EPG. And then that's going to populate your guide. And then now you can see if you click to the left, it has a list of all your groups. And this is where you can edit what you see and what you don't see. I thought it would actually pull directly from my Vader settings, but it did not. So you can probably go through, you can do the file sorting and stuff like that. It's really not that user-friendly. I personally have tried it a few times and have just gotten frustrated with it. And it's really not necessary for me. I usually, stick to 2 or 3 different sections anyway, so it's not a big deal. And I'm going to show you how to use some catch-up. So I'm just going to go to a channel. I tested A&E last night, so I know it was working. I'm going to hold down the select button. And we're going to go here to where it says archive. And we're going to go and just see what was on earlier. Right now it is almost 4 a.m. So let's just go back to 9 p.m. and see if it's going to start playing. And it did. So the TV catch-up is working. Again, for those who always talk shit in the comments, what you see on the screen in this video, the buffering and like the choppy looking, is because I'm using TeamViewer. People have called me liars, and that it's the service. This is my TeamViewer tray right here. What is happening on the screen is not actually happening on the my TV screen from the service. We'll just try a couple more, and I mean, there's really not much else to tell you. I will actually, I forgot about the VOD. I will do that as well. Let me look up that URL because I kind of forgot it. Let me pause. Okay, so instead of going through and testing it live in the video, I actually just did a couple things to test it out and got it working. There's a downside to VOD in Perfect Player, I think, and that is it's a really, really long list to have to go through. And it doesn't appear to be in perfect order, but it does look like it's in somewhat of a alphabetical order with sprinkled in non-alphabetical items. So it's not the easiest to use. For VOD, like, you can put it in Perfect Player. I would really just recommend the APK. It's just going to work better. Cody even, I know, got an update today, and that's also going to work better. But regardless, if you want to do it, I'm going to show you how. You're going to go right back into that same section to the settings thing, and I'll just put the link on the screen. And I put that in playlist 2. And that link, which of course you can't see the beginning, let me see if I can type it out for you and put it on the screen. So that link is the one you see on your screen. I will also put it in the description, and it is also available at setup.boommedia.org. I have it at the bottom of the setup and help guides, and I'll read it off to you in case you want to try to follow. It's http://vaders.tv/get.php ? Username equals your actual username, ampersand, the and thing, password equals your actual password, and type equals M3U underscore. Make sure you get that underscore in there. Plus, you do not have to have the format equals TS anymore. And once you put that in, you're going to go to, I hit the back arrow and go down and make sure you check VOD. And then you can name it VOD as well. And then just click OK. And when you back out, it will reload. It doesn't show you where it is. So you have to hard press the select button and then click main menu. And you're going to go right here to the download section, that little arrow thing, and just click on VOD, and then you'll see it populate here. I did test a few things. I tested a couple EPL games, and they were working. I went down and tested some of the UFC stuff, and really just a lot of this other stuff I don't really know too much about, like a lot of the international soccer. So I don't know if those leagues are active or not. I just have no idea. But I did test them. Most of them are working. MLB was not working, but I assume that's because these are last year's games showing up, and I mean, they're probably just not stored anymore. And I don't know what any of this means either, but the information is there. And if you go to the bottom of the list, you can see that you have all these different sections for movies. So sorry, I'm getting all confused on my screen here. So you have the different sections for movies. So if you want to watch, I don't really know what this is. It seems like this should have been movies, but it looks like what it actually is catch-up. So anyways, to get out of VOD, you do the same thing. Menu, settings, nope, stupid, sorry, menu, and then the download button thing here. And just click on IPTV again, and that'll switch you back over to your IPTV sections. There's really not much more information I can give you. This is everything that you need as far as setting up with the new guide and a couple extra tips. Hope you guys get it working. I know that this has been a terrible stretch last 2 weeks for Perfect Player with Vader streams, but this really seems to have resolved most of the issues. Everything is working. Catch-up is working. VOD. The only thing I know that still is being worked on and should be complete in the next few days is the Match Center catch-up, and that will be available again in the next few days. So thanks for watching, and enjoy your Vader streams in Perfect Player.